Good morning. Welcome. It's one more minute of morning where I am. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. I am so glad you are here. I have several decks waiting, and I will pick one for each card drawn. Welcome. If you're a fan of Abraham Hicks, manifesting, the law of assumption, any of those ideas, you'll feel quite comfortable here. Let's see what our first card is today. The first card is for Aries. So we're actually going to do 3 cards here, and I will be drawing other questions and signs. There are 51 options here. And Aries, I'm feeling like going with the traditional tarot for you. So what do you have for Aries? What's the most important thing here? Last week of April, May is coming. What is it we have for Aries? All right, Aries, let's check it out. And the Hanged Man. Make sure I got these in view for you. The Hanged Man. The Knight of Wands. And the Seven of Cups. Okay, Aries, it looks like the energy is that you are frozen in place. You put yourself in the deep freeze because perhaps you're not sure what you want next. But there's something inside of you that's very enthused about getting going and finding something that works. For an Aries, you may have been a little sluggish. Your energy may not be where it wants to be, and so there's a fire calling you. However, in order to do what it is that you're wanting to do, you're going to have to make a choice. And sometimes the choices are, each one looks completely valid to you. How do you make that choice? This is a time when going outside, being in nature where you can be away from everyone, and then go through each of these options that you have and really measure in terms of fun and pleasure. When it comes to the options you're considering, eliminate the ones that feel cumbersome and really only pick the most lighthearted version, because something in this time when you're stuck is just not working for you anymore. And you have enough enlightenment, you're ready to get out there and attract something delicious. So don't let yourself get hung up on, oh, I have too many options. That's not good for you. Okay, so let's carry on. Thank you, beautiful Aries, for being here today. Let's take the next card, which is single looking for a soulmate. Single looking for a soulmate. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at my beautiful romance deck here. Single, looking for a soulmate. If this is you, stop for a minute, take a breath, create an intention that this reading will resonate with you. There's nothing wrong with looking for a soulmate, even if it's been disappointing in your past. Let's take a look here. We have letting go, stay optimistic. This is a card right after my own heart. And express your love. Okay, so those of you who are single and looking for a soulmate, how many times have people said to you, you've got to learn to let go? And aren't you wanting to pinch their head off for saying that to you? Because you kind of know better than anybody. Right now, there's somebody who has access to you that doesn't deserve it. And that's the truth. Your friends know it. Your family knows it. Even you know it. Even they know it. But there's a hook. And it's time for you to reassess that. There's a great blog. It's called Breakup Candy. And there's a quiz on there you can take. And it may give you some help. So check it out. And it's shameless self-promotion because it is my website. But do check it out. You need to stay optimistic, because if you desire a soulmate more than anything else, I believe it's possible. Why? Because I don't believe the divine puts a desire in people to mock them. And I feel like if you long, I'm holding my hand to my heart. In fact, go ahead. If you're wanting a soulmate right now, please imitate my gesture. Put your hand right on your heart. Take a breath. Put one index finger up at one collarbone point, the edge of your collarbone, put your thumb at the other. I call this the awe position, because whenever I want to say awe, I want to press that beautiful feeling into my being. You need to stay optimistic. And also, you've cut off a lot of relationships being with this person. And there are so many people that love you, that need to hear from you, that you love and respect them. So some of the energy you can take away from this situation, you can pour right back into your life. You have to go through this. Whatever it is that you need to do to let go. And it might be time for a personal reading. Doesn't have to be from me. You can do a YouTube search on how to get over lost love, and you'll find help. But I think you need to reassess what's going on. Believe your friends and family. Okay? Moving right along here. Thank you for those of you who are listening. Oh, I forgot to remind you, please hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying the reading, because it lets YouTube know and they'll send more people. Let's go for the next card. And we have, what do you need to know right now? So let me see, pick a deck. I'm going to use this one. What do you need to know right now? So if this would be for someone who's got a little bit of confusion right now, maybe there's somebody you want to reach out and talk to, you just can't decide, but there's something going on right now where you know who you are, you know what it is that you're wanting to know. Okay, what do we have here? Seven of Earth. Yes, this does show that need. It does seem, and this is the second time that the Hanged Man is showing up, and we barely started the reading. So I feel like there definitely is a theme for everyone today when it comes to manifesting, because the Awakening card, it says awakening, which suggests that something has happened that awakens you, but the awakening is coming because you've chosen it. Okay, so whatever the situation is that's really been bothering you, you may be in a situation where you have an opportunity to sell an investment. Have you waited long enough? Is the investment dropping in value and you're nervous and you don't know whether you should sell the investment or not? This is when you do need a wise counselor. This is very particular for somebody who's in some sort of investment. Okay, this is very specific energy. You have hired someone to be your wise counselor, and that person needs to advise you, because I don't know about investments. That's not my area of expertise, but I do know there is some wisdom in waiting things out and standing patiently, guarding your pentacles, allowing the forces that you don't understand to work with your money. See the angel keeping the eye on your money. This is a green card, which suggests to me that heart chakra. So I feel like you might be a little too emotional about your money, and that you may need to just be indifferent. Write that word down, indifferent. It's a beautiful word, because what it means, it's not uncaring, but it's just unemotional. When it comes to money decisions, it's really important to keep business type of decisions separate from your emotions. There are times when you lose a little to gain a little, right? And I think that's what you need to know right now. If you are insecure about your money counsel and you're not sure where to go, there are some wonderful, again, YouTube search money basics. You want to be really smart? Then YouTube search how to explain money to a child, because believe it or not, some of the stuff that's written for children is even helpful for adults. All right, so if this is resonant with you, please hit the thumbs up. That's a good indication to me that the right people are listening to this reading. All right, let's go on, and I'm feeling like I want to shuffle our deck a little bit. Oops. Clear these away. All right, so those of you who are watching, think about, what question would you like to have drawn? What is it you need to know today? Love, money, luck? What is it? See if we can pick one just for you. Okay, And oopsie. Oh, interesting. For viewers that can't sleep. Viewers that are having a hard time sleeping. Okay. Oh, I have a new deck. It's called the Divine Tarot, and it's a fairy tale deck. And I think that kind of strikes me as a good deck for those who may not be able to sleep. If you know somebody who can't sleep, it's an affliction. Me personally, I do like to listen to meditations before sleep, and there are so many that are very, very good for me. One of my favorite artists out there is Dauchsy, Dauchsy, I believe, and I really, really like his sleep videos if you are in this situation. Let's take a peek. 5 of Swords. So with the 5 of Swords, what we're seeing here is a lot of emotion. I just heard a piece of advice that I think is sound, where if you're a person who has a bit of anxiety or worry and the world is a difficult place for you, it would be great for you to turn off all of your devices and all of your electronics an hour before bed and read, meditate, listen to music. It will really facilitate you getting some sleep. And we have the Lover's card here. Let's just pull the other one. And the 6 of Swords. Okay, so obviously here, I always love personally in readings when the cards come out consecutively, because I feel like it's always teaching us that there is a process. And in these elements here, it seems like the people who are on this reading today, I think that the reason you've been losing some sleep is because of a love situation. So again, last reading was a little bit particular for people who are investing. I feel like this is a reading for viewers who are particularly losing sleep because of love. If you're losing sleep for other reasons, bear with me. But I'm just sensing there's just so much sadness because there's something going on where I think you might be suspicious that there's some cheating going on, that you love your person and you're sold out to be in love with the person. And this is like a Beauty and the Beast imagery. So there's something about your partner that is not comfortable. It may be just a communication miss. It doesn't, there's no real end of this story. It's a process story, because here I'm seeing this conflict and this feeling of sadness. Here I'm seeing that the Beauty and the Beast, that the only way the beast is softened is through this compassionate collaboration, right? And here though, this is a process from here, because I feel like you're definitely wanting to have a child. You want to have a family. Your dream is to have this family. And so far, you've been making good choices, and this person may be your person, but your back is turned, all right? So I'm a little bit concerned for this, and I think the fact you're not sleeping shows that you're concerned too. So let me just draw, I'm just feeling drawn to draw one of them. So I hear something very loud. It's the lawnmower guy. Oh my goodness. The dogs and everything, what a riot. It's Sunday. Can you believe they cut the grass on a Sunday? Let me close the door. Hopefully it won't be too noisy for you. That's hilarious. Anyway, put a thumbs up, you guys, if you just heard the lawnmower. Did you hear the lawnmower, or was it just bugging me? So add your thumbs up, por favor. And let's draw a romance card for this poor viewer. I feel like a viewer is in love and can't sleep. God love you. And I feel like this person, the jury is out. You're just not sure about them. So let's just pull a clarity card. Don't tell anybody, because I'm only doing 3-card readings, but just for you. Okay. This is powerful. This person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. Okay, so this person, what we know for sure is they're supposed to be in your life right now. If you're troubled about it, you need to communicate. You can't turn your back and run away. It's too late for that, because this person is your soulmate. Does that mean you're going to be with them forever? Not necessarily, because I am a believer in the fact that you have many soulmates anytime. You have lots of soulmates. Some of your friends are your soulmates. Some of the people you know, that there's such a deep kindred spirit, it's beyond normal. So that being said, this coming for an answer for this reading means that whatever you're perceiving in him, that, or in him and her, that doesn't match what you're wanting, it's a communication issue. Okay, so this is one of those times when a private reading can be very handy. If this leaves you in confusion, it doesn't have to be with me, but do take advantage of the great tarot readers that are out there. And of course, I'd love to read for you. My contact information is in the description box. Okay, so let's move on. I apologize for that lawnmower noise. That's so hilarious, because I thought it was safe on a Sunday. Thank you for your patience, my kind friends. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I had to go close the door. Aw, thank you for that thumbs up. It used to be, there was a time I would let this stuff so bother me. If this happened, I would be letting it ruin my day for readings, and it's so silly because it's just a lawnmower. Anyway, so let me shuffle, and let's pick a different card here. Hold in your mind your own personal issue. Set your intention. What is it? Well, this card is insisting on being seen. Libra. All right, my Libras, my beautiful Libra. Let's see what's in here. Now, what I want to point out to you is that a lot of times during these readings, you will feel resonance with the reading even though you're not a Libra. And why would that be? I believe it's sheer proof of the law of attraction, that with birds of a feather flock together. And so as we look at this reading for Libra, oh my Libra, what is going on with you? Wow. Okay. Anytime we get the major arcana, it's showing that there is something deep. With the minor arcana, what we're showing is that it's your everyday walking around life. So what's happening for you right now, my dear Libra, is that the experience you're going through right now is shaking you up, and as it should. If you get too complacent, Libra, you can stay in the wrong place for a long time, right? You can get so kind of, what's the word, like so lukewarm about your life, but at least it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. But the circumstances are holding you back more than you think. What is it? The enemy you know is worse than the enemy you don't know. And so you are your own worst enemy. You talk to yourself in terms that belittle your own self. Remember that wisdom that says what you talk about, you walk about. What you talk about, you walk about. What you think about, you bring about. Libra, you've got to stop. I'm sorry, don't want to offend, but you have to stop whining and complaining. You have to find a way to reframe your issues into neutral. You can do it. It's very possible, because healing is the promise of this reading. It's enough. Look at how dark these cards are, and look how gorgeous this card is. Spring is here. It's time for you to get serious. Look at how you're talking about your issues. Make a decision to stop. The only person that can do that is you. Do a YouTube search for a man named Michael Singer. I love him. I love his videos. Teaches you how to let go. When you learn to be more indifferent, you're going to walk in more healing. Okay? So there we have our Libra. Moving right along. See what reading is next for our pick a card, Sunday morning pick a card. Thank you for, I did not expect this to be so astrologically based today. However, the cards are hopping out, so we'll do it. Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm going to use this brand new deck. You are the first person to get this reading, Scorpios. And let's take a peek. And Ms. Marvel. I am part of something bigger. Self-control, never heard of it. Sounds like a good Scorpio. I'm Scorpio. Self-control, never heard of it. And Deadpool, I'm just here for the snacks. Okay, Scorpio, you know what? In this last bit of time, you have been in a stall. Things have not been going as quickly as you want. And you know, you're feeling there's something bigger, something bigger. What am I supposed to do? What's calling me next? There is the need for self-control. Discipline is what you need. You've already been shown exactly what to do, haven't you, Scorpio? And the fact is that you're just putting it off. I heard Abraham talking today about following directions and like following nudges from the inside. And they said, okay, let's say, for example, you think of somebody. Esther said, right now, if I think of somebody, I always move immediately just to call them. She said, if you are traveling somewhere and your GPS says, get off at the next right-hand turn, and you decide, oh, I'll make a note of that and get back to it later, how good would the divine guidance be, right? So we're being encouraged to act when we get that urge, and no more pausing just to eat the snacks. There's a huge future ahead of you, Scorpio, so you need to get off your adorable arse and move towards it. All right, let's see what's next. Thank you for your thumbs up, you guys. I know you have a thumbs up there. I can see it myself. Some people that come go, I never see the thumbs up. Where is it? I'm like, well, it's right down there underneath. Okay, pick a card, pick a card. Which one is going to come next? Okay. What you need to know. Okay, if you're on this call right now, there is a message that you need to know. And I have a brand new deck here, the feather deck. Isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful cards. Okay, what do you need to know? In the gentle spirit, what do you need to know? I just have to show these off because they're so gorgeous. The backs of the cards are as beautiful as the fronts. All right, what do you need to know right now? Thank you for those thumbs up, you guys. It's just like being able to hug you with these cards, and then you're able to hug me with a thumbs up. So we have loon, we have magpie, and we have turkey. Okay, pay attention to your dream time. Messages are drifting in. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as a service to the greater good. Reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. So what you need to know right now is that there is something that you've been working on for a long time, and sometimes you've almost wanted to give up because you're like, when is this going to bear fruit? But this little arrangement is showing that the time is now, that there is a harvest right now, that something that you've been growing and grooming, the time is now. So one of the things that I like to tell people is when you're using, this is reevaluate your priorities and letting go what you no longer need. One of the easiest way to jumpstart the law of attraction and get some traction is to go through some junk and throw stuff away. Almost every single person has too much stuff in their refrigerator. They have too much stuff in a drawer somewhere. Some people have a whole room that's filled with clutter. And when you can make that choice and just go through like a wrecking crew and just rid yourself of maybe 2 or 3 bags of trash or giveaways, it will jumpstart you to connect to the fruit of what you've been growing. You just can't you can't make a bed be made just by staring at it. There's stuff that needs to be done for sure. So you need to pay attention to that, but also there's too much clutter and there's not enough room for what you're wanting to come in, okay? So, and also keep a little notebook by your bed Write down what your dreams are. You are going to be getting more and more messages through dream time, and so it's important that you keep that notebook right there. Also, another suggestion is that right before you go to bed, get a glass of water and put the intention into the glass of water to remember your dreams. Drink half the glass of water, and then the next morning before you get out of bed, drink the other half. Try that for 3 nights in a row. See if that doesn't enhance your ability to remember your dreams, okay? Thank you so much. If that resonated with you, just hit that thumbs up. That will help me to know which readings to focus on during the week. You know, I post every day little mini readings that are designed to inspire you. Okay, what are you not expecting? My cards just, I got another noisy machine coming by. Boy, there he is, like cutting up the garden. Oh, no, it's not the garden. He thinks they're weeds. The man who does the trimming thinks it's all weeds, and I think it's wildflowers, and there he's kind of grinding them up. But fortunately, with plants, they kind of love being pruned. Unlike humans, humans are like, please don't prune me. I like every speck of what I have. All right, I'm sorry. What are you not expecting? A surprise coming. A surprise is coming. Let's grab the fairy deck. Fairies love surprises. Today in the fairy garden, I saw that the honeysuckle bloomed one little piece. I think I'm going to put a video out about it, but it almost looked like little fairies. But honeysuckle is considered a weed. It's a pest here in Tennessee, and it grows everywhere and takes over. However, the symbolism of honeysuckle is love. So can you imagine being strangled by love? Well, I suppose all of us have been in a little bit of a controlling situation in our life. But I love that honeysuckle is the theme today. So we have vegetarian. What are you not expecting? Let me move my deck over here. What are we not expecting, fairies? Express your individual. Okay, I have an idea here. Okay, what you're not expecting. Okay, so what you're not expecting is that you're going to be getting a lot of support for your choices. You've really recently, this is for someone who's recently gone, some people have been through like a health challenge, but other people are simply doing an audit. You know, they're just going through their life and they're deciding, you know what, I just haven't been feeling that well after I eat. My belly bothers me, I'm fatigued, what have you. And somebody said, have you ever considered being a vegetarian? Now, I know for sure somebody listening to this, somebody asked you that recently, and you're scratching your head going, how'd you know that? Because it's true. When you do a diet change, even if it's for a month or so, you can kind of get a better idea of what it is that's going to be giving you the nutrition that you need. All right, so what you're not expecting is that you are going to be walking into a little bit more of a vegetarian eating style. You're going to be able to express your individuality like that. And the whole reason is it's for a holiday that's coming up. You may have an opportunity to go to a retreat, a yoga retreat, or some sort of healing retreat, and all of this comes into play. All of the full circle moment from being able to support your physical body, your spirit, and your mind. All right, so keep me posted if this is you. Hit that thumbs up if you can resonate. That helps every time, because I just love when the cards speak to us so clearly. And let's see, let's draw another card. What is the card we have? Okay, what does your person want from you? Okay, pull the person into your mind. What does your person want from you? Okay, so someone in your life has been giving you, you're sensing, you're feeling like there's something they're afraid to tell you. They really want you. They want something from you and you don't know, and the harder you try, the worse it gets. Okay, so let's see. What does your person want from you? Okay. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. What does your person want from you? Well, the first thing that I'm aware of as I look at the cards is all the yellow, the gold. This is auspicious, it's prosperous, it's abundant energy. So I feel like there's a disconnect between you and your person around the area of abundance and prosperity. There's something that's tight. I look at this person here, and there's a sense of longing, a sense of desire, a sense of wanting to go forward. But this Knight of Pentacles is wants to go as slow as possible. Oh, you might have somebody who's passive aggressive. Okay, hang on, let me go there. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm saying okay a lot. I can hear myself. I'm just getting a lot. Let me take a breath. So your person definitely wants to be able to communicate with you clearly. And they are coming out of a place of having some heartbreak. They may have been in a situation where there was even a recent passing, or maybe they lost their position. Maybe something has occurred that has shook them up badly, and they just are out of sorts. They're afraid to go forward. They've had success in the past, and they know they can do it. And what do they want from you? They want moral support. They don't want you to be upset. They don't want you to bug them or nag them. Okay? They know they're going slow. They know they have slowed down. And take a breath. I'm taking one too. Whatever has happened in your person's life, they're not feeling supported by you right now. They feel you're pushing them. So let's just take a breath and just step back. Allow them a certain amount of time. The bigger the loss, the more time. But give them a good 2 weeks or 3 weeks where you're just going to let it sit. You're not going to bother them. You have plenty to do. You can go back and listen to that last reading about clearing out clutter, because most people could really profit from clearing out clutter, and it'll keep you busy. Murphy. Or you could go walk the dog, like I need to do here when the reading's finished. But at any rate, please be patient. Passive-aggressive behavior is hard to deal with, but usually it's because the person is not aware, they're not conscious of the level of their own pain. So stay away. If they need time to themselves, just let them have that time to themselves. Give yourself a deadline, 2 weeks, back off, and see if that doesn't refresh them, okay? These are times where a personal reading can be very handy. Of course, I would love to read from you. There's information in the description box below, but there are countless readers in your own town and on YouTube, so you don't need to use my services. But if you are really confused, come along. We love that. We love to be able to answer questions for you. Okay, what's our next card in our pick a card? Let's do this one. What's next in your finances? All right. I think there's probably people. In fact, you can hit the thumbs up if you've been dying for a reading on money, and finally we're getting a reading on money. So if you're a person that loves that, hit that thumbs up, because I know I always love to see what is next in the financial arena. I'm going to use the gold dust cards for this. Love them. They always have fruitful money messages. Okay. And we have home base. Be vigilant. And hold on. All right, well, I think this is very pertinent. I like that word, pertinent. It's very pertinent right now for this whoever this is for, what's next in your finances. What's going on is that you love being at home. This reading is directed to people who thrive in a home-based business. It's not true for everyone. Some people really need to have that paycheck every 2 weeks. That makes them secure. Other people don't have that right now, and they want to get involved in a home business of some sort. But the cards themselves are indicating that this is a very valid option. It's not good for everyone, but it does look like for your financial well-being that you can keep supporting your desire for a home business. You definitely need to be vigilant when you are at home, because it's so easy to get distracted and to not be able to work as much as you need to work. So this is a double-edged sword. The freedom is absolutely delicious, but on the other hand, if you don't have that discipline, you could miss opportunities. So when it comes to the marketing of your little business, remember to follow somebody that you admire who does what you do. If you sell cookies, find somebody online who sells cookies and copy them. If you are a realtor who does most of your work out of your house, find a realtor who does the same thing. But you do need to find someone that you can copy or emulate what they do for success, so that you have the strength to hold on, okay? Because whatever happens in your future when you're building your finances, you're going to have ups and downs. And this message, a bird in the hand is better than a bird in the air. So what you want to do is never give up anything secure to take a gamble on something else. You want to hold on to what you know how to do. I'm sorry if that's noisy in the background with the lawnmower, but you want to hold on in balance to what you can do to raise revenue while you're working on your home business. Me personally, I've done house sitting. I have I do a lot of copywriting for people because I love to write, and so I've been hired to write. I'm a gig economy person, and I love the freedom that gives me. However, you do need to be disciplined, vigilant, and you need to hold on. It's like a roller coaster ride. Mark Cuban is on the Shark Tank, and one of these things that he says that was really meaningful to me was, if you have not eaten peanut butter and crackers for a month while you're waiting for your project to become born, you don't know what it's like to be an entrepreneur. And I kind of agree. You have to be willing to sacrifice in the short term for what you're going to get in the long term. This card just popped out for viewers that are moving to a new country. Okay, so we are going to use this for viewers that are moving anywhere. But if you're moving to another country, how sweet that you're here for this reading right now. How lovely that you ended up here at this moment, at this time, to have a reading. Which cards do I want to use of these? Okay, moving out of the country, moving out of your city, moving out of your state, moving anywhere where you will not know anyone. This reading is for you. I'm a little jealous. I lived 4 years in Mexico, rural Mexico, not resort Mexico, and it changed my life forever. Queen of Water, beautiful. Ego. Moving to a new country. You're ready. You are so ready for this change. This is wonderful. Wow. Okay, so I'm sensing, I recently heard a story where a young woman went to a different country on a spirit quest, and that may be you. That may be what's happening for you right now. But there's a seeking going on. There's a desire to have this, to be able to have a strong emotional core. It could be that you've been overgiving. This is something that a lot of Queen of Cups, Queen of Water personalities, they give and give and give until they can't give anymore. And the fatal flaw is not taking care of yourself. Maybe you're somebody who's been invited. Maybe you've been invited to go to a retreat in a different country. Maybe you've been invited to visit a friend, and you're saying, oh, no, I can't go. I've got too many responsibilities. But the truth is, there's some illusion going on with you in terms of some codependency. You're not staying in your lane very well with some of your loved ones, some of your colleagues. Why? Because you care so much and you're always diving in to help people. You know what I mean? So what's happening is, though, it's out of balance. So whatever you're being called to that involves a move, it's definitely for your own renewal. You need to reflect, have that self-evaluation, and have that rebirth. I'm just sensing that there's somebody watching this reading that you have been invited to some sort of retreat, and you may be thinking, I can't afford that, it doesn't make sense for my life right now, I can't. But you're not moving, you're not moving forever. You're just needing this time away so that you can really reevaluate. For someone who is highly sensitive in the Queen of Waters energy, it's important that you learn the meaning of the word no, that you learn that no is a complete sentence, and that you learn how to say no to people who have needed you in the past, but quite frankly, are able to take care of themselves right now, okay? So interesting reading. Those of you who want to reach out, my information is in the description box. I love when people write me and let me know the questions and comments that you have or how the readings resonated, because I'm just curious. And I know when I attend the readings online, I'm amazed at how they do resonate with me, even though they're for the collective. Okay, who's next? This one. Oh, Taurus. It's your season, Taurus. Happy birthday to Taurus. Happy birthday to Taurus. Happy birthday. Let's do a feather reading for Taurus. Okay, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Taurus. Okay. So, I'll pick. I love things. Look at the backs. Whoopsie. Okay. What do you think? I'm thinking that I could do one of the lives with the same deck. I mean, but for everyone. But it's just so fun to be able to show off the cards and also just see the different themes that come up. So let's see what we have for Taurus. Ostrich. Okay. Raven. And Condor. Okay. Okay, the choice is clear for you. Follow wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. So, Taurus, I feel like what's happened for you lately is you've gotten your head out of the sand. There's something about you. You've suddenly seen the truth. You've seen the light. And you're like, hang on a second. It's a bigger world than I thought. Not only that, but it's a lot more comfortable standing up straight. It's a lot more comfortable standing up straight, right? You don't have to bend over or accept treatment from people that don't treat you right, Taurus. You have the universe calling you to notice things that are happening in your life right now that are deeply coincidental. And it's almost too good to be true. You're like, what? Wait, what? There's a lot of waits going on in your life right now, because you have to hold this high vision of your life. What's going on right now, Taurus, is that just because you pulled your head out of the sand and you can see now, like, holy moly, there's parts of this that's not right. I'm called for something bigger than this. And to make that plan, that right now you may have to jump through some hurdles and you may have to go through some hoops to get to the next level, but you're ready, because now that you can see clearly what's going on, you're going to be able to take the proper steps, okay? Good job, Taurus. I'm glad that you have peeked out and are seeing the truth. All right, I have time for a couple more here, so let's see. Thank you for those thumbs up. Oh, just spit itself out. Thank you very much. Message from money. Okay, money, what do you got for us? Okay, I'm going to look at and pull our money deck again. My gold dust deck. All right, money. I love when money has a message. You know, money is just energy, just like air. And money is not tied to our false feelings about it. Money is not tied to our fears. Money is an energy of its own and has a message for us right now. We have generosity. And we have foresight. I love the foresight card. It's funny because I've been listening to a lot of Taylor Swift's new album, and it's got me she's such a poet. Like, you know, I mean, some people are fans, some people aren't, but foresight. She certainly has foresight about her money. A lot of people get jealous of people who are very wealthy. And I think we need to watch out for that, because if we hold hard feelings towards people with money, then we are lining up against money. And we don't want to do that, right? So let's take a look at this generosity. Now, generosity, if those of you who know me know that there's a lady named Pam Grout. She wrote a book called E Squared. E Squared is a very fun book with energy experiments that you can do that'll help you understand what it is that we're talking about when we talk about magnetism and attraction. And she wrote a second book that's called Think and Grow Rich. And in that book, she talks about gratitude, and she talks about with gratitude, all things are possible. And I love that book, so you might want to check it out. But generosity is a big part of what she says. And so you can actually walk around giving away money. And if you only have $1 to give away, that's okay, because it's fun to go up to people who are not expecting it and hand them money and say, don't spend it all in one place if it's just $1. But the idea of giving to receive is something she teaches, and I love her book so much, so take a look at it. Pam Grout. So money loves generosity. Money loves when you see somebody in need, and even though you may only have a dime, you can give a nickel to someone who doesn't have as much as you have. Foresight is the law of assumption in action. Okay, so what that means is that, let's say you want to be having in your life 500 more dollars or whatever is your currency. Let's say you want 500 more per month. What would that do? How would it change your life? What the law of assumption teaches is that you can create a mindset. You can write out a script of what it will be like, what it would be like if you had 500 extra dollars. And there's tons of YouTubes out there. Life by Lucie, Lucie. Her work is really good, and she's got this beautiful voice teaching about how we live as if and how we script. Okay, so take a watch with her. And then helping out. Money wants you to realize that even when you don't have much of it, it wants to flow. Okay, so does that mean that you need to give money away that you don't have? No, but it does mean that you can give your time. So if you're a person who feels this tightness because there's not enough money flowing in, take the message from like 3 cards ago when we talked about doing some decluttering, because it really helps, honestly. I don't know why it works, but it does. And then pick a charity that you can help out with. Go to a food kitchen where you can help feed people that are less privileged than you are. You know, go pick up trash, go to the beach and pick up trash, go outside to a roadside somewhere, adopt a part of a road where you can keep it clutter free. These kinds of things, people don't understand that money itself, the energy, loves for you to act as if you have more and then be generous, not to keep giving away money you don't have, but with your attitude, with your words, with your favors towards the people in your community, okay? It's a powerful message. I can tell you for sure that it works. There's flow all over around you. And if you are not flowing with generous energy, you're going to notice a lot more dissatisfaction all over your life. It's just the way it is. Sometimes just walking around and giving out smiles to people is enough. Meeting somebody eye to eye and genuinely smile to them. Well, maybe they haven't even had a human smile at them in weeks. No kidding. We live in a real isolated world out here, don't we? Okay, we have time for a couple more cards. Let's see. How about this one? 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 And we have for viewers looking for work. All right, looking for work. So you may be in a job and it's not satisfactory to you. Oopsie. Or you may be seeking a promotion in the job that you're there. This would also qualify. Any type of work, maybe you're looking for extra work. Maybe you want to work another job, but you want to make sure that it's pleasurable for you. Let's see what we have. Great match on the table. And progress. Well, this is very, very positive. I'm so glad. There's a lot of cards here. And so what came out here, you're on the verge of finding the perfect match for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. If you were here, if you were not here, we did have a reading a little bit earlier on about a home-based business. So you might want to check that out because it's true that right now, the way things are, multiple streams of income will keep food on the table. You don't need to work just one job. In fact, some people have hobbies that pay, right? And tarot, for a lot of people, is a hobby that pays. A meetup group, if you've never thought of starting a meetup group, you need to think about it. I'm happy to give you ideas on that, something I do successfully. So write to me if you want information. But meetup.com gives you a way to gather a group of people together on a topic that you enjoy. So when I was in San Diego, I ran a meetup group called Soulmates and Hot Dates. And it was all about people over 50 dating. And people came to talk. And they just wanted to talk. So there was a small charge to be at the meetup. We would generally meet at a restaurant where people could have a beverage, and we would sit and talk about dating. And so because I was hostess of the group, I collected the $5 a piece or $10, whatever it was they were paying, and it was cash money. So the idea of looking for opportunities while you're waiting for your big opportunity is really going to be helpful. The time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise. Step up to the plate. Again, as you're getting ready for your opportunity, this is where you can really put your demands on the table for yourself. What is it that you're wanting when it comes to your work? You may not have as much fun on the job as other people do because you may have a hobby that is so passionate for you. Photography, art, music, you just get so absorbed. You bring a lot of juice to your life so that on the job, it might be quote unquote just a job. But you need to be sure. Remember what I talk about. What you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. So if you're thinking, oh, I hope my next job isn't too terrible. Oh, I hope my next job, they don't treat me like they did in that old job. And you find yourself complaining, that's what we have to flip. Okay, reframe it. That job was good until it wasn't. And now I'm looking for something better. But you don't want to say bad things about your previous boss. Trust me, you'll just attract another just like them. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before you make a change. So give everything a chance to keep developing. Look for gigs that can bring you some ready cash while you're waiting for your next big opportunity. And also work at decluttering your life. For whatever reason, it's true that when you throw away stuff that you're not using, it opens up a gateway for what the universe has for you. Okay? So I'm going to draw one more card here for today. Thank you so much to all y'all who came in to watch the readings today. Oh, I'm sorry. I really appreciate it. It's so fun to see what the cards have for us and to meet y'all and get to see you all here. So let's pick up one more card. One more card. We'll take this one. A message from Archangel Michael. Well, that's perfect to finish. I love Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael visits my readings a lot, and so many people across all the different religions and all the different belief systems. Seems like Archangel Michael is a star, and I appreciate him so much for the wisdom and guidance that he gives. So I like that he's the last reading of the day. Beautiful. So let's pull our guardian angel deck. And what is it Archangel Michael has for us today? It's the Sun. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What a great last card, the Sun. Archangel Michael scores again. Look at that. I mean, it reminds me of Superman, and I think that when we have a belief in angels, when we believe that we're not here alone, we have a better chance. It's so simple to say. I feel like it's kind of stupid to say it, right? Where we can do so much better when we are not alone. And the Sun is the beautiful card, best card in the deck: success, recognition, enthusiasm. So I think Archangel Michael is telling us we just need to shine as our own selves. No compromising, no being someone else for somebody. Indeed. King of Water here, showing that maturity, and the Ten of Earth. Oh, thank you. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have asked for a better closing reading. Let's just pause for a minute, take a breath. If you've taken the time to watch this reading today, this is a gift, because we have somebody that is coming toward our life, that the gender doesn't matter, but there's a great gift coming. Can you see the beams of light coming down from the wings of Archangel Michael there? And how he's just shedding light down upon us. We can gain a lot of wisdom from our spiritual friends and allies, but we need humans on our page. And there is somebody coming your way this week. Somebody you already know, could be a new person, but when you see yourself reflected in them, when you see how they see you, your confidence, your emotional confidence is going to grow. For whatever reason, this person, how they see you, when you see how they see you, you will feel so confident. With that confidence, this energy, 10 of Earth, wish fulfilled. This can be money, family, or career. This is a tremendously blessed reading for us today as we finish. Because as we trust that we are being guided angelically, and they will, your intuition, you'll feel a nagging doubt if you're not supposed to go somewhere. You will. How many of my private clients, they tell me something that they're involved in, and I say, did you have a tiny feeling that maybe you shouldn't have done that? And they're like, well, yes. And I'm like, well, you have to listen. If we overrun our own our own intuition, we can't blame anybody if things feel off. All right, so this is a terrific message. A great thank you to Archangel Michael for blessing us with this particular part of the reading. Thank you for being with me. I'll be back. If this is a reading you enjoy, please do drop me an email and let me know if you'd like more of them. I am thinking about having a contest, actually, for a free reading. And I'm trying to work that out, like how I could have you enter, because I would love to have contests. So if that's something you think would be fun too, okay, I could do a contest right now. I know there's not very many people listening at this point compared to the beginning, but because you guys are here right now, here's the contest. I am going to give a free reading to the first 3 people who email me. The first 3 people, you just email me and say, I'm here for my free reading, and I will grant you that. You will be a winner. So the contact information is in the description box. So if you can find yourself over there, find my email address and send me an email. You could have a first reading. Will you be a winner today? We'll see. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here for my live, and I'll see you next time.